Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to some Napoleon Dai Nam-ite here in Victoria 3. First things first, let's make sure I didn't mess everything up. Hello, me. Everything up. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. All right. What do we have going on? Hey, Mauricio, what's up? Will Hamcuts salvage the situation his country's in, or will he get stuck in this place forever and probably start a new series? Find out this episode. Yeah. No, we're definitely not abandoning the run. Well, first off, we would never abandon the run anyway. But I think that this is totally salvageable. We absolutely can. Hey, 2 streams in 1 day. What's next? Yeah, no, I usually do this. Usually on On Tuesdays, we have the morning and night session for Victoria 3. And then on Thursdays, we have the morning and night session for Europa Universalis 5. Although this week, this will be the last stream of the week, because I'm going to be out of town for the rest of the week. So this is the last one of the week. But, yeah, we're doing a second one. Let's see. Okay. So we got our butt kicked in the earlier episodes today, clearly. And I think what's even harder about it is, of all the states of ours they took Chongqing, which is where we built everything, including 17 construction sectors. So we're starting construction back at 0. Not quite at 0. We've got 5 built up now. Hey, Jack, what's up? What's up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you. You've seen me at better times. But we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. What is this? Oh, the Suez Canal Company. Oh, look at that. Okay. So we gotta get iron, obviously. We don't have a lot of iron. Where is it that we're building it? Yeah, over here. So we got some iron in this state. None here. Look at the disaster France made. When I left the stream, you looked like Vietnam. Now you don't. Yeah. I know. I know. Oh, hey, Glenn. What's up? What's up? Hey there, Ham. Looks like you could use a little Ho Chi Minh and jab right about now. Yeah, what happened? Well, okay, so I kind of made, I kind of had a blind spot going. I kind of assumed we have very good relations with Great Britain. If France came at us, I could get Great Britain in. Unfortunately, the AI chose a very opportune moment to attack me. Great Britain had an active truce with France, and they're in the midst of war with Spain. So, they made a move on us. I might have played the diplomatic play wrong, though I do think maybe there's not much we could have done. The only real war goal I could have added that wouldn't have needed us to attack the French mainland, the only war goal we could have done where we didn't need to attack the French mainland, was to make this, to transfer this subject to us, which did create a front line here. Now, I did think I could very quickly take this state, which would have eliminated the front line, because they weren't calling Siam into the war. Unfortunately, we didn't take it quick enough, and then eventually all the French troops just came over. I could have not had that. I could have had just the humiliate war goal, which would have needed us to take one of the French, attack the French mainland. But what we could have done is maybe just sit tight over here and try to wipe peace out of it eventually. That possibly could have worked. The only thing that would have soiled that is, at any point in time, France can make Siam join the war, because right now they have exempt from service, but they could have changed that. But it didn't work out. Maybe I coulda, woulda, shoulda. I should have maybe gone the other direction. Smart AI. It was a very smart AI, actually. We faced a very smart AI France. Yeah, never trust France in North Africa and Indochina. No truer words. But the thing is, so here's the plan going forward. Great Britain is still very much on our side. I still think at some point in time we can get an alliance. The only thing that kind of sucks right now is our army power projection. They don't really want to do that. We could go with guarantee independence, but we don't really want that. See, we got to get Chongqing back. So we are going to have to go to war with France at some point. Weren't there South Pacific Islands you could have gone after? None of them are integrated, though, so it doesn't really... That wouldn't have really helped us. Like, I know they have Tahiti's, yeah, like... Yeah, it's unincorporated. So the unincorporated states don't really help us. Tonga. We would have needed an incorporated state. Mysore's a subject, yeah. Of course it was the French. See, the British are peacemakers and protectors. That's right. Well, you know, I was kind of saying in the earlier one, I'm so pissed with the United States. I swear to God, every time we have a run in Victoria 3, the British are after us, and the United States has a truce or an alliance with the British, so they're no help. Now this time we have France coming at us, and lo and behold, the United States has an alliance with France in this run. So that won't help us. But yes, we are going to lean into the British. Now, I want to double check something, because I should have checked this earlier. But when you're in a sovereign empire power block, what is the rank you need to not get subjugated? Let me look, because they have when you have a sovereign empire, you can do that. Yes, subjugate. Target becomes as appropriate target. So power block is more cohesion. Target is independent. Target is below major power. Ah, and we are a minor power. Because we have the ability to get into eventually the British Empire power block, which wouldn't be so bad. We can get a lot of infrastructure, but we can also get militarized industry 3. Problem is, we would need to be a major power in order to not get subjugated. And I don't want to get subjugated because we're going to end up paying them a bunch of money. By the way, I finally got around to watching your standard of living tutorial. That must have been a lot of work. Yeah, thanks so much for that. I'm definitely going to try your standard of living tips in my next run. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thanks for watching it. Yeah, that one was a lot of work. That one took me quite a bit of time. And it was mainly, I got really hung up on the welfare payment system, because there's not a lot in the game files. So it did take some work. But I'm glad it was useful. I agree with joining the British Empire. Yeah, see, I don't want to get subjugated, though. Because they have vassalization 3. We're going to pay 25% of our income to them. But if we can become a major power, we can join this power block and not risk getting subjugated. Because I could really use, actually, the infrastructure and also the minus 15% military goods cost, and then the throughput to all those other things. Hey, J-Makers, what's up? What's up? Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Oh, also, I've been talking to you up on Reddit again. Hope you don't mind. No, I love it. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Of course I don't mind. Thank you. On the contrary, I appreciate it. Very cool of you. So, the question here is, do we possibly want to go for national militia? It'll give us the ability to get 115 battalions, conscripts. We can combine that with... Wait, what do we have now? Yeah, guaranteed liberties, so we could go back to National Guard. Because now, I'm kind of worried about having enough people. We have a lot of industries, but we really need to build a lot more. And the question is, do we have the people? And possibly we might want to start looking at integrating these states now. And then we have some people there. So, what do we want to do? Do we want to go... The problem with National Militia is we can only have 5 battalions in each state. Yeah, so our army here will significantly drop. As it stands, with Professional Army, we get 21 battalions, so we don't have a lot of conscripts. But we only have 32 battalions at the moment, as opposed to being able to conscript 115, plus whatever more we can get from National Guard when we switch to that. But then the other problem is, like, we need to build up an army that can match this. We need like 400 battalions, unless we can get an alliance with Great Britain. So I know we haven't unpaused yet, but I really need to think about here what we're doing going forward. Yeah, Italy's pretty weak, but we are friendly with them. Now Russia, we could start to really befriend Russia. And they can hang with the French. What's their power block? Yeah, this doesn't help us much. But either way, yeah, we don't have a lot of interest to declare anymore. We kind of, well, I don't know if we need one with France. We have France here. So let's get rid of the one in France. Let's put it on Russia. I don't think Russia would be able to beat France. Yeah, but not alone, but they might be able to help us. Now, I also, though... so here's the problem, actually. Yeah, this will kind of piss off Great Britain. So maybe Russia is the way. Actually, I think we keep this on France. We need to know what's going on there. Wars we can jump into. What are we building? So we're building up the iron. Yeah, we do need some munitions. And then some explosives, because we can get more resources that way. We can afford more construction. So maybe we'll put that at the top of the list. And that's how we'll start. Alright, and let's go. Away we go. I'm not sure. I'm very confident that 1.1 EU5 will be out by next week or Thursday. Oh, you think so? I think our next run in EU5, if the full 1.1 isn't out, I'm gonna do one in the beta. I would like to try a run in 1.1. I don't know. Maybe that is a mistake though. General Nian has made public statements in support of the Conservative Party, bringing into question the political neutrality of the military. A petite bourgeoisie, market liberal. Oh yeah, no, after universal suffrage though, we absolutely need to get on to protectionism, get off free trade. Who's winning this election? So far it's the Liberal Party. I don't mind the Conservative Party, though I don't want this guy to take over. Do I want a market liberal? No, let's just do that. I think your tutorials and playthroughs are better than the generalist. When they're so heavily edited, they seem easy to emulate, but give you a false impression of the time and patience required. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Although I love Generalist. I love his stuff. I learned the game from Generalist, so he's kind of somebody I personally love to watch. But I heavily appreciate hearing that, because I think of the Generalist as the GOAT. So to hear you say that you think of my videos on par with his is very nice to hear. So thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to be as thorough as I can in the videos. They do take a lot of time to make. The wing of the Radical Party affiliated with the Industrialists has raised complaints about Kai Win-Fook's choice of endorsements, leaving their supporters neglected. I don't really know who I want to win this election, I'll be honest. We could kind of use somebody from all of them. Oh, unless Russia has moved up peasant levies. It's worth checking. I certainly hope they have by now. Oh my god, you're right, Jack. They are still on peasant levies. Never mind. Oh boy. And the Heavenly Kingdom is having some days, huh? What about Spain? If Britain and Spain help you, that gives Britain a land border to fight France directly. Problem is, so I have a defensive pact with Spain. Problem is, Spain and Great Britain. That was part of the, well, other than the truce. Part of the reason why Spain didn't want to get involved, or Great Britain didn't want to get involved, is that they were in a war with Great Britain. Although they don't consider them rivals. But I don't think they're on very good terms. But Spain's on good terms with us. And we have a defensive pact, though Spain didn't come to our aid because they were at war with Great Britain. Which is kind of annoying. The rise of the communist regime in Taiping nihilist revolts has spurred a sense of terror and mistrust across Vietnamese society. Many fear that Dai Nam will be the next to fall to communism. I mean, in general, I don't mind it, but we now really have to think about what this will do to our relations with other countries. If we go communist, we're not going to be able to get someone like Great Britain on our side. And we really are going to need that. I think we'll take this, because we can afford to lose 3 happiness from the trade unions. If not, maybe next Thursday could be a test run of a country for when the beta release. Oh yeah, more of a stream where you just get to grips with the new stuff. I think the difference between you and Generalist is that he teaches a lot more technicalities around the game systems, even if you don't need to know them to play the game, whereas you teach more about what you need to know to actually just play. Generalist is less surface level and teaches more meta decisions too. Yeah, I think too Generalist is very good at like min-maxing. I think that's the thing. I mean, I think that's the thing with like different streamers and stuff, that you kind of, how you pick who you want to watch and stuff like that. Everybody has like these games are so in depth that everybody can have a different style and approach to the game, and they're all just as good. The Generalist is very good at min-maxing and how to like get the most economic efficiency from your country. I'm not much of a min-maxer in that sense. And like you know, how to find the exploits and stuff like that. I think my playstyle is a little bit different. In collaboration with the Liberal Party, Ulan Win Fook has secured a deal for cheap and quickly distributed pamphlets in support of the party. Do I like this guy? Ew, a Luddite? No, I do not. do not. Let's see. Do we want this? I tend to think some of the channels are big on reloading to get the optimal outcome. Oh yeah, which is fine. And they don't pretend otherwise. Ham's limited reloading gives a more organic view. Ah, thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, we have the one save scum rule per run, and unfortunately I used that in the last war with France. And what's funny is I shouldn't have used the save scum. I think maybe the situation before that probably would have been better. But yeah, I try to just run with it. Like, we're not going to reload this. We're going to try to dig our way out of this and see how we can do that. Because you can always dig your way back out. Well, not always, but most times you can. Hey, just Ed Harris, hello. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you again. Ham just needs to work on his AI stack to get more content out quicker. Yeah. Victoria 3 Intel, exactly. How can I use AI to my advantage? Yeah, I'm not big on AI. Yeah. If only. But then if AI could make it, you don't need me. I don't want that. I think Generalist tells you exactly what to do and how to do it, whereas you teach how to understand it and do it yourself. Oh, nice. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's what I mean by he teaches more meta decisions. Yeah, he teaches the best way to play according to the data. Yeah, exactly. And I think with me, I mean, I always say there is no meta. I don't think there is a meta to the game. There's a meta to specific things you want to do. Like if you want to get the highest GDP in the world, there is kind of a meta to that. But there's nothing that says having the highest GDP is the point of this game. Having the highest standard of living is just as easily the point of the game as is GDP, and there could be a meta to standard of living. Sometimes standard of living and GDP can go hand in hand, but many times they're at odds. So I don't think there's a meta to the game because there's no meta to this game because there's no winning condition. There's no way to win Victoria 3. So if a game doesn't have a winning condition, if the game doesn't have an end goal, there can't be a meta. It's a truly open-ended game. So I would say there is no meta. Parties, particularly the Conservative Party, are struggling to raise enough funds for all their campaigning needs this election. Yeah, we're not going to pay any money for any of these people. We'll do that. So we kind of just need to get through this build queue. We need to get these iron mines. We're going to try to do something I've never really done before, where we're going to bypass iron frame buildings. We're sticking on wooden frame buildings because we've got a ton of wood, but we don't have a lot of iron. We have a steel company, and we're 29 months away from steel frame buildings. I want to get enough infrastructure in place that we can get some steel mills going, and we're going to try to just go from wooden frame buildings straight to steel frame buildings. We've got quite a bit we have to build in order to do that, and I've never tried doing something like this before, so we'll see how it works to bypass iron frame buildings and go straight from wooden frame to steel frame. Yeah, I don't know how Ham makes as much content as he does now, given his job, family, etc. I don't know either, to be honest with you. I'll tell you part of it. A very supportive wife. It's very true. Mrs. Cutts is very supportive of the whole endeavor. It is tough during the school semesters. Like over the summer when Charters of Commerce came out, I was making like a video a week. That's mainly because I had no classes to teach. Once the semester started, you can kind of go back and look at the release schedule. Everything slowed down a little bit. Which means this summer I'm hoping to go ham on videos. But we'll see. Humiliated by our recent military defeat, many people have directed the blame at the Ainu in Dai Nam, claiming that they betrayed our war effort on the home front. Damn, that's not what happened. Come on now. Ah, we have universal suffrage. We have universal suffrage and an election. The Liberal Party won. Yeah, we need to get the petite bourgeoisie to not be so pissed here. Ooh, but, oh, we really don't need more radicals, though. I guess we'll just take this. I think the petite bourgeoisie would like National Guard, right? Yeah. So we're gonna do that next. Although, I lie. No, we're gonna do protectionism next. Can we get the petite bourgeoisie in government? Let's do this. And let's get on protectionism. Thanks for reminding me of the line must go up players as their standard of living is the same or worse as the game start. Yeah, exactly. You'll see that a lot on people that have these like crazy GDPs. They have a standard of living of like 11 or 12. Not always. Sometimes you can do like massive GDP, very high standard of living. It does work. But sometimes, or many times, you have a high GDP, but the standard of living is not going to be. Yeah, Ham said going ham. That's right. Ham's gonna go ham in the summer. I imagine we're gonna get some new mechanics and stuff too this summer, so that might be helpful. A stream of wealthy Han immigrants fleeing the communist regime of Taiping nihilist revolt have sought shelter in Dai Nam, bringing with them tales of revolutionary terror and unbridled proletarian excess. Ah, yeah, give us that migration. I'll take that. You don't teach summer school? That's when all the tenured people go away and you can really load up on classes and make more. No! Okay, you would think, right? I don't know what the deal is with my school, but I can't get the summer classes because the full-time professors take them because they want extra money. So I've never really been able to get the summer classes for that. Although I will say, too, it's like, you know, I got to figure out what to do with the kids in the summer and everything as well. Although, you know, they went to a summer camp this last year. They'll probably do it again. So I could do summer classes. But yeah, it's actually hard to get the summer classes. Oh, can you turn down the background sound a little? Yeah, oh my God, everybody. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. I was supposed to do that at the start. I have the music turned up while I'm on the start screen. And when I start the stream, I turn it down to what I normally have it. I can't believe I've gone 33 minutes and I had it up. Thank you, Glenn, for that. I forgot to turn it down. Damn. Apologies, everybody. I can imagine that was really loud. All right, there we go. Now it's at the normal level. Hopefully they fix the EU5 beta before next Thursday, or it might be a rough stream. Yeah, I know. I don't know what to do with that. Well, so, not this Thursday, but the next Thursday, so we do the 2 sessions. The morning session is actually going to be one more Ottoman episode, because we're only 7 years away from the achievement, and I want to get that achievement. So the morning session is going to be one last episode of the Ottoman run. And then the evening session will be a new one. So yeah, I guess we'll see where we're at with 1.1 in EU5. Oh no! Just as you start talking about EU5, I get ads. I'll wait till they're done. I'll wait till you're back. You can do high GDP and standard of living, but often is at the expense of the rest of the world. Yeah, your citizens living in a utopia at the back of others, like the Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, no, it's very true. Yeah, if you're going to be able to do both, You're exploiting somebody else in the world. Now, I think we absolutely need to get an alliance here, which is why I'm worried about... Well, hold on, let's see. What do we need in order to get mass conscription? Enlistment offices. I think that's what we go to next. We're gonna get these two things, and then... Oh, yeah, okay. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go enlistment offices next. Military statistics. Then we're gonna go... I don't remember why I was going this next. We'll go human rights. We now really do need some labor-saving PMs. So steam donkey, threshing machines, dynamite, reinforced concrete. But we really do need to get more of this stuff. Yeah, and we also need a lot more. We lost a lot of our universities. The rural folk and industrialists are jockeying for minor but favoring concessions regarding protectionism. Supporters of Bulan Win Fook are calling for a resolution without concessions. Ads are finally done. Yeah, what I was saying before is, so not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, we're gonna do, in the morning session for EU5, we're gonna do one more Ottoman episode, because we're only 7 years away from the achievement in that one. I gotta get that achievement. So we're gonna do one last Ottoman episode next Thursday for the morning session. Then the night session, we're gonna start a new series. So yeah, I guess we'll see where we're at. Where we're at with 1.1. Oh, yes. Earlier you were trying to max out your colonization. Oops. For your tech tree. Now that you say that, though, because, see, we actually could really use that now. We now really could use this. But we really need all that other stuff first. We might get it on tech spread. Following government hearings into the activities of the communist regime in Taiping Nihilist Revolt, newspapers across Dai Nam have reported sensational stories about all adult women in Taiping Nihilist Revolt being nationalized as common property. Yeah, we'll take the loyalists. Oh, currently on 1.1, the economy crashes around 1400. Oh, yeah. I've seen some... I saw some posts about this. So it's around 1400. Okay. Which is interesting, because that's what we're going to reach in that Ottoman episode. So we'll reach 1400, see what happens there. We did it, guys. We... Free from the evil colonizers. Now we need to colonize like proper nations do. The average no-grade power game in Vic 3. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we can't get in on this. Because the AI can't handle the goods demand anymore as economies grow a lot quicker. Yeah. As now money doesn't just get deleted from low control, it goes to the estates that build more. Yeah, and so you run into all of these good shortages, right? Like masonry and lumber, and then you can't build anything. I saw some people posting about this in the EU5 Reddit. Let's try to negotiate this. The petite bourgeoisie have held secret discussions with the intelligentsia, seeking a certain arrangement concerning protectionism. So we don't want that. Vow to pass no police. Yeah, we'll give the intelligentsia political concessions. I'll take that. Yeah, so the AI tends to run out of iron, wood, and tools, and the economy crashes. Yeah, and because your economy is linked in some way to the global economy, it also crashes your economy too. Yeah, I was actually just reading about this morning on the Reddit, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. Well, we got like a week and a half before we have to make a decision on it, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, because there also might be another hotfix to the beta. They've already released one update to the beta. Given your appreciation of the arts, I'm curious if you played with Morganroad. Yeah, Dawn of Flavor. It adds great artists, writers, and sports to the game. It's like an expansion, really. It is massive. It is a wonderful, wonderful mod. It's such a large mod, it's almost like a DLC. So usually when I do, when I finish a run here in Victoria 3, but there's like a new update coming out, I'll do what I call mod cuts, where we'll do like a day or like a stream or maybe 2 streams where we play with a mod. And so I did a mod cuts with Morganroad. We did 2 episodes as Switzerland in Morganroad, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I need to dive deeper into Morganroad because there's just so much there. But yeah, in terms of like Victoria 3 mods, it's like the gold standard. And they have FIFA. You can create FIFA. I forgot about that. You know I gotta do a United States run and found FIFA in the United States. And then you can have your country win the World Cup. So of course. Oh yeah, Morganroad seems like way too much for me as of now. I'm still too much of a noob. I'll be honest with you, it's kind of overwhelming to me. That's one of the reasons why I'm always kind of like, oh man, I want to do it, but at the same time I don't know if I can because it's a lot. But it's fun. It is fun. Oh, I'll have to check out the VOD for mod cuts. Yeah. Yeah, I have a playlist of the mod cuts on the channel. So you should be able to find it on there. What do we have here? The Spanish Socialist Revolt. Alright, you know, we are building up a lot of money. We really can build more construction sectors here. Now the only thing I need to be wary of though is when we want to switch to steel frame buildings, we need to make sure that we can handle this many construction sectors on steel frame buildings. But we really aren't getting anywhere. Why is there... Oh, yeah. We really do need to incorporate the states. You know, the thing is, though, is that we're getting... plus 20% throughput. No, I don't know. We're getting plus 20% throughput on our mines by having it unincorporated. Yeah, like, look at that. From colonial exploitation. Maybe not. Because we could really use that on these iron mines. So maybe we won't. But then... Okay, but then this is not the place to build this. Hold on, I don't need to pause here, but... Yeah, we're going to lose 10% throughput in those buildings. I need to rethink that one. I need to rethink that one. And really, actually, what am I doing? Yeah, if I'm going to go to steel frame buildings, I need to build it here. We already have... a fertilizer plant here, so I might as well build the explosives here. And we can move these down. We need these, but not necessarily right now. And then... oh, well, I don't want to build the steel, because I want these guys to build it. I can't believe I have no tools here. We'll go to steel tools, and then hopefully they will build some steel. We'll do one coal mine, and then we'll do those. Alright, we're about to fill up our reserves. Well, let's do this. We could use the army power projection. We'll do that, and then we'll lower taxes a little bit. How many people are using services? Ooh, yeah. We could lessen the burden on people if we don't tax this so much. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. Now we got a lot of authority. Put road maintenance there, road maintenance there. And let's use some promote social mobility. What unpinned journal entries do we have? Arts academies. We really do need more universities too. I mean, we just need so much because we lost so much. Wow, is the Nihilist Revolt actually winning? That's crazy. Now, we also don't need 2 of these things. Kind of want to consolidate some of this. Alright, here's what we'll do. Instead of a landing party, we're going to make this the second main army. We don't really need a landing party anymore. And then yeah, we have a lot of skirmish here. Send 5 over there. Let's even these out a little bit. Oh, we have a cavalry in the main army. Okay. Send you guys over there. What's your private queue looking like? Ah, yes, protectionism. Alright, let's fix some stuff. Yeah, we're mainly just building in Japan. Something that was helpful to us before the war. Oh, you know, can we encourage separatism? Oh, yes. I mean, let's just make it extremely difficult. Have a take on society tech emphasis. Perhaps it's actually the weakest tree to focus on for smaller countries. Need land and revenue before university spam and institutions. Possibly. I mean, I think that for small nations, the production tree is probably the most, because you need to up how much you're producing, and you also need the labor-saving PMs. But I don't know. There's a lot here. There's a lot here that you really need. Like modern sewage is a big one for small nations. Steel frame buildings is a big one, because you're not going to be able to build as many construction sectors as larger nations. So to get more construction out of the few that you have is very big. But that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know how I would rank them between the three tech trees. I don't know what I would say is more important than the others. Chongmin Nongkao, leader of the ruling petite bourgeoisie, has had enough compromising with his coalition partners. He has demanded that either his collaborators follow his orders or the petite bourgeoisie will never approve of their changes. We could afford some of this. Let's take that. All right, I do want to take a look at our market here and see. Yeah, so we're gonna put a low tariff on the export of this stuff. And a tariff on that. Munitions. Bane of my existence here that we're gonna put, oh, look at that. No. We're gonna put a bit of a tariff on the export. Oh, we lost all of our small arms. Oh my god. Oh my god. We need to build 2 of these guys. Wow. I think it's more about the roleplay. Maybe your Russians are intent on keeping the status quo economically, but are enamored with the Western arts. Maybe. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I missed. That artists and writers mod can be hilariously oppressive to play if you're winning for the rest of the world, because every important artist, writer, sport winner is just more and more of your citizens. Oh, see, I've never gotten that far enough in a Morganrow game for that. Making the member emotes the IG icons was a genius move. Love it. Nice. I love that you're using it. not enough usage. I'm glad you're using it. Don't worry, guys. I know the French own half the country, splitting us in 2, but we're gonna recover. Trust me, bro. King Ham. Yeah. Trust me, bro. The stock's gonna go up. The stock's gonna go up. Once you get steel frame buildings as China, it's a good game. The exponential growth you talk about, the game goes crazy. Yeah, I know. I've never really done a full-on legit Great Qing run. I gotta do that at some point. I just look at it like, without a big enough revenue pool, society tech isn't leveraging what it needs to. That's true. Yeah, you're right. If you don't have enough revenue to really utilize it. That's a great example, Mauricio. Society multiplies China so fast because of the base economy being so... Yeah. Yeah, see, I guess it depends. Like, yeah, are you a bit... Do you have... What is your potential? If you have a lot of potential, the society tech tree can be really beneficial. We need these arms industries before these munitions. We have no arms industries in our country currently. We can take this tax away. See, the thing is, we have a massive budget right now. But in 15 months, if we switch to steel frame buildings, that is going to go down significantly. The other thing is we're going to need glass for steel frame buildings. And we also don't, like, have the pops for any of this stuff. Oh, we got 19,000 unemployed. That's enough, I suppose. Now, we don't need 15 levels of this. But what we can really use is some railroads. You know, I could do this, and I wonder if I can get our private queue to start building a railroad, as opposed to just all this stuff in Japan. I'm gonna try it. I think we'll end up getting, yeah, massively expensive railroad, but this might get them to build it. Why didn't the Qing Emperor just didn't rush steel frame buildings? Was he stupid? A meme I see in Reddit sometimes. Yeah. Or when people are like, does Victoria 3 teach you like real, like actually teach you how to be an economist? And I just feel like, yeah, I'd love to see you in somebody in like a real economics class and be like, when do we get to the section on free money modifiers? When did the economy start to utilize its free money modifiers? It reminds me of when like people are playing Football Manager and talk like they can actually like manage a professional football team. It's like, yeah, there's still some gaming aspects to it. So the financial districts are going to build shipyards. Is that what we need? No, we don't. I guess we're importing in. Wish, though, you guys would build something else. Problem is we have such a low amount of construction. Yeah, we really need to get the steel frame here. In fact, was it worth just going to this? Now, the more we expand here, though, the more we're going to be able to build iron. I had the AI run through the game code and compare to actual economics, and I'd say the most interesting conflict is how much less selfish capital actually is in Victoria 3. Oh man, it's such a sad state of affairs. They're less greedy. I believe that though. As we all know, every country has an abstract construction sector that you just need to increase to improve your economy. Also, gold just literally gives you money the more you get of it. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're trying to be an economist in like 2026. Gold means nothing. Oh man. All right, though. We're gonna have to take a quick 90-second break and pay homage to our ever-loving gods of ads here, so we don't get another ad during gameplay. So, we're gonna take 90 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back, and we're back. There are big problems that come from conflicts of interest that can disrupt a whole country's stability. I say the lack of housing address is a big one. That's a great point. Yeah, housing. That's such a major part of an economy, and yeah, we don't have it in the game here. I wonder if at some point they will try to address that. All right. I don't know what would make you say that, Shaymakers. Oh, man. Oh, the Heavenly Kingdom won. Or did it? Yeah, they did win. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, so we're not going to go to National Militia, because next we're going to do enlistment offices, and we can try to get to mass conscription from there. Although that will only give us 76 battalions. Let's think about this here. We get a plus 100 training rate. Ooh, we do get more morale loss. So I think what we're gonna do is we'll get this 128 battalions. Or oh wait, we can pass a law now. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go to National Guard here. We're gonna make sure that we can ramp that up all the way. In fact, let's just start moving up now. Oh, let's get the education institution up too, and the health system. Oh yeah, we can afford so much more of this because we have so much less. We have so much less population. So we have a lot. Oh man. Yeah, plus IG's not having any aspect to them that skirts the laws limiting. It'd be interesting if IG-specific corruption was added into DLC. Yeah, and that kind of seems right up the alley with all the the election manipulation they added in, right? That would be kind of cool. Okay, we got philosophical pragmatism. So we're going to get some more, which is good. We're about to fully have the reserves full. Yeah, I mean, let's lower taxes more. And in 10 months, we're gonna... When we switch to steel frame buildings, our economy is gonna plummet for a little bit. So I don't mind wasting some money with a full reserves for now. Let's negotiate with the trade unions to get rid of the stall. The trade unions pour only their best vintage and smoke only their finest tobacco during a polite discussion with government representatives about National Guard. I wouldn't mind going to regulatory bodies, though. Let's add some, we could add some political concessions. What do we have right now? We have no workers' rights. Let's go, I mean, they'll help us pass it too. Let's go to it. See, the more too we can raise our standard of living, the better our migration attraction will be. In fact, I probably should throw down a greener grass campaign here. You need to switch back to National Guard for the conscripts. Yeah, you've given too many political concessions and followed through on them. Use them to heart IGs you don't like. Yeah, we absolutely need this. We're gonna need the conscripts. I think we'll go mass conscription, National Guard. I think that will help us. Though previously opposing the National Guard laws, Kai Wen-fu has considered the trade union's political position and instead offers support. Let's take that. Maybe introduce scandals as political disasters in combination. Like the military could be abusive, and if you don't address it quickly enough, you could get a civil war. Oh, okay. I could see that. That would be kind of cool. God, we just got to get through these iron mines here. The construction efficiency in this state is outrageous. Once we can get this, and we can stop building here, that would be wonderful. Oh, did we ever end up getting... No. Yeah, we're building in Japan. How much of Japan's economy do we have at this point? 5.5%. Okay. I tend to use political concessions to manipulate the IGs, either by bolstering their interests or failing to follow through to disrupt them. Well, when you fail to get to follow through on one, oh, here we go. We could use this actually. You lose legitimacy and amenability for your whole country for 5 years. So I think it's not great to not follow through on the commitments. Sometimes you just have to not do it. Like, if I really need the landowners to accept a negotiation, and it's like, you need to build 130 staple crops, like, I'll not follow through on that one. But for the most part, I do think, like this stuff can stack up pretty easily, and especially the legitimacy. I like using laws my target IG are indifferent to as a chance to give them more clout. Yeah, the political concessions thing is very nice. Like, I tend not to give that to people like the landowners or like the rural folk if I can help it. Law progressive drafting. But sometimes you just can't help it. The French official busy managing the middle of the country. Why are the Viets discussing a national guard and conscription? No idea, but don't worry what they would do with that. But don't worry what they would do with that anyways. Yeah, basically follows the promises of the IG you care about and lie to the ones you dislike. Yeah, exactly. That's a good strategy. And yeah, what's Dai Nam talking about with all this army and stuff? Yeah, we're coming after you. See, also, if we can get a bunch of conscripts and load them up, we can get more power projection. And maybe get ourselves an alliance with Great Britain. Joint power block. No, we can't do that yet. Not until we're a major power. Problem, though, is now they're going to start asking us. And we're going to have this for a while. We're coming after you as soon as we finish these iron mines in 100 years. Yeah. Man, as soon as these iron mines are done, you better watch out, France. You better watch out. That's right. You know, we also need to get off of migration control so we can start getting mass migrations. Disagreements between the petite bourgeoisie and the trade unions are causing conflicts in government. Now we'll take it from the petite bourgeoisie here. So we also want to load up National Guard, which means we're going to need more government admins. Load those up. In the midst of the debate surrounding National Guard, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the armed forces, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for the law to be passed. We'll take that. Let's load these up. Oh yeah, now let's oh wait. Oh, we can do this. Oh, we're doing that already. Okay. So we can increase the port, but do we need merchant marines? You never need merchant marines. Yeah, no. We got plenty of merchant marines. Why can I not see it? There it is. Oh, we are importing a lot of them though. Oh, so actually our ports could use that. They'll be unprofitable, but... Oh, wait, what did I do? Oh, this is gonna need steamers. Whoopsies. Can our shipyards do that yet? It can. We need motors, though. We gotta build motors. We gotta build a lot of stuff. Steel frame buildings in 7 weeks. And we're not going to be able to do it. Yeah. Okay, we'll move these glassworks up. We're not going to be able to do steel frame buildings until... You know what? This is insane. I should be letting our company do that. I think I kind of messed up in doing that. We'll finish this one. Then, once we finish this glassworks, we'll switch... Look at that, yeah. Oh no. They're building it in Japan. Alright. To outside observers, the armed forces may appear firmly committed to the idea of National Guard, but behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. Steel frame buildings, there we go. We'll take that. Let's negotiate with the intelligentsia. Whispering through a haze of cigar smoke in Pham Nguyen's private dining hall, the intelligentsia discuss what compromises they might accept for changing their stance on National Guard. Bureaucracy, political concessions. Standard of living. To 17? That's a bit much. We'll do this. Be a lot easier to conquer the industries we've already built rather than rebuilding. That is an excellent point, actually. But the problem is we need more construction in order to build the military industries to support getting that back. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And it's not like this stuff will go to waste. Even when we conquer that back, we can still use this. but like I need to build a bunch of stuff. Now I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna wait 12 weeks until this iron mine is done, and then when we start building here, I'm gonna switch to steel frame buildings here, and we'll have a deficit, but we can use the added construction to get through this quicker. The use of filing cabinets in the government administration has drastically increased the effectiveness of state bureaucracy. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, because we need to wait until we're done with enlistment offices so that we can go to mass conscription. And we need time to get National Guard. Oh, what are we going to need, though? What else raises home affairs? What will let us raise the Home Affairs Institution? You don't have the soldiers to arm right now, plus you can buy the military supplies you need. Isn't that why you built up your treasury? No, I built up my treasury so I can switch to steel frame buildings and not go into debt during the transition. But you do make a good point. See, though, we need to get an ally if we're going to take on France. And we need an ally like Great Britain. Now, if we raised our power projection, that would actually make this more feasible. And if we raised our power projection, we could become a major power and renegotiate this treaty and add in... Oh, do we not have the leverage anymore? Oh, not quite. But we're almost there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thirsting for revenge too much. Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. This is on the level of disappointing and annoyance, I would say, as I had in my Serbia run. And we all know Serbia is my white whale right now. Now, what's going on with you? I wanted to get that tech spread much quicker. Oh, God, look at these silk plantations. Like, why don't you guys build... Yeah. Guys. I wonder if I can get... Ugh, what have we failed? Jesus. get that company monopoly. It's not gonna work. The joint front. An ideological union. Get out of here. Useless to me. Alright, there we go. Let's do this, guys. Oh, that's not too much of that. Yeah, now we're gonna start building. Holy shenanigans. Look at that. Yeah, let's actually bump the glassworks up there first. Hey, Java, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. How's the rest of your day? How's it going? I mean, not bad. We're slowly building ourselves back up. We just moved to steel frame buildings. Yes, look at... Wait, what? Why are the financial districts doing that? Yeah, the company should have that. Wait, does Japan... Did we give them investment rights in us, too? Yeah, get rid of this useless defensive pact. I would like to get rid of the investment rights. How much trade are we doing with them? So we're importing some wood. We're exporting ammunition, liquor. Oh, this would help our company, though, if we fix this up. So Sweden and Belgium. I got a question for you. Did you watch the Super Bowl or the Premier League? Well, they don't play at the same time. I watched the Premier League in the morning, and then I watched the Super Bowl at night. You can watch both. Oh, the United States. Touche. Yeah, touche. Yeah. Yeah, no, I watched both. I guess we kind of could use these trade privileges, huh? We are doing quite a bit of trade with Spain. I mean, they're not building anything in our market. I guess it doesn't matter to me. Let's see. We're gonna take our interest off there and put it in New England. Oof. Look at this awful border gore. The Vietnamese British Society has offered us an opportunity to establish an alliance with Great Britain. The lobby has offered to use their connections to smooth the negotiation process. Alright. I mean... It's a lot of sports, though. Yeah, it is a lot of sports. This is true. Luckily, on Sunday, I had nowhere to be. I was very happy about it. I was like, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. You know what I did all day? I watched the Premier League in the morning. I watched the Super Bowl in the evening. And the whole time I was playing EU5 while doing all of it. Sounds like a wonderful day. It was. Sunday was a wonderful day. I probably could have done with doing more work. Oh, you know, actually, that isn't true. I did spend a good portion of the middle of the day editing the starting steps video for the United States. It's not done yet, but I did do quite a bit of that on Sunday. I kind of forgot about that. But still a good day. All right, why you guys give me such garbage here? Oh, the renegotiated treaty being worse for them. Can I sell you something? Can I sell you guys anything? Why do we both have the same goods? Can I buy something off of you? You would like to sell us coffee. Wonderful. Oh, you want to sell us fruit? Yeah, it didn't do much. And if we do... Why is our diplomatic stance +2? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's improve relations here. We'll get that a little bit higher. Erg. Erg is what I say. Erg. Demonstration organized by the labor movement in Baki has been violently dispersed by police, leading to several fatalities and serious injuries. Memories of the incident have become a rallying cry for dissidents. Yeah, we can take that. So, if we can increase our army power projection, we have 4 years for the lobby opportunity. It's going to take 35 months. It's going to take about 3 years to get enlistment efforts. Look at that. Big jump in the export price there. I've been using a Let's Play of FM26 as my white noise. Somehow I see these spreadsheets, I fall asleep immediately. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Oh man. FM26. Hey Jabba, you might be happy to know, I think we might be doing our next run in EU5 as Holland. I'm not fully decided yet, but we might be bringing it home to you. Yeah, Holland is a fun one to do in EU5, and there's an achievement for it that I need to get. A deadly fire has killed many workers in Baki, due in part to dangerous working conditions and locked emergency exits. It has been revealed that Vin Thuithan That, the prominent member of the industrialists, was the owner of the now scorched factory. Ooh, yeah, we could use some approval from the industrialists on this. Oh, although we couldn't, yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, I heard pretty good things about it. Yeah, I mean, I like it too because it's like, it's a tough start, but it's doable, so there's a lot of room to grow. I heard Holland is difficult because you're about to get eaten by France 24/7, but maybe that makes it fun. Yeah, that's usually what happens, and I did a test run, and I was getting wars declared on me by the English the whole time. But then I did another test run, and I was able to get an alliance with England, which kind of leveled things out. So I think it's worth doing a run and aiming for that. Yeah, I saw a lot of people playing it. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the recommended starts from the game, which is funny because I think it's actually a very difficult start. But I think it's a fun one. With years having passed since the passage of slavery ban, pro-slavery ideals among the landowners have faded significantly. Yeah, we'll take this one. Less radicals. Alright. So we have one level here. Man, we are just building so much in Japan. The populist base of the rural folk has turned against supporting foreign entanglements. Pressure from within has led the group to distance themselves from the anti-French society. No, you stay in the anti-French society. The English and French and Spain have this triple rivalry in that time period, with Spain being the leader, and somehow the Netherlands and also doing stuff. Yeah. Well, they also have a cool event in it, which maybe you know a lot about, but I don't know much about the Hook and Cod Wars. Oh, nice, red voting. So that's a cool little tidbit of history you get from it. But it's funny, you know, is that because I've been doing some test runs in 1.1 with Holland, and everybody's complaining in 1.1 that it's like, oh, at some point you're completely out of wood, and I'm like, I'm playing as Holland. We haven't had wood since day one. Cod Wars, yeah, that's what they called it. Is it Hook and Cod Wars? What's it called? Yeah, the Hook and Cod War. 17th century Europe was pretty much the average Paradox multiplayer session. With all the chaos and nonsense that it means. That's such a great analogy. 17th century Europe is a Paradox multiplayer game. Oh my god. Bro, just trade me some salt. Dude, I'm not gonna trade you some salt. Leave me alone. Bro, give me the salt. No. Diplomatic action. And there's the history of 17th century Europe. Alright, so we're almost done with this glassworks. It will be profitable. Yeah, we're importing quite a bit, but that's okay, because we need it. We need the steel, but, you know, it'd be nice if our steel company were building a steel. No. They're building iron mines in Japan. I don't know about this. I mean, it's nice that we're getting all that stuff. You know, also, what happened to you guys in that war with France? You guys didn't want to enter either. Oh yeah, because they were in debt. Did you guys? I hope these guys took care of their debt. Bet you didn't, though. Bet you didn't, though. Yeah, it's like the assumption in Vicky 3 is there aren't petty and stupid reasons why disasters happen. Yeah. I think in general, I think you can see like the devs of Victoria 3 are much more optimistic of humanity. Interestingly. Maybe, or at least compared to all the other Paradox devs. Maybe with the exception of Stellaris. It kind of seems like sometimes Stellaris is very optimistic about humanity. Alright, so how do we get Home Affairs higher? Is it a law? I always forget. I always forget. Nope. Also, Japan had a civil war when you took on France. Oh, that's what it was. They had a civil war going. That'd do it. That'd do it. Oh, here we go. Identification documents. Why are we getting electric telegraph? Oh, military statistics. Yeah, we could really use this, the Agrarian Party. So we've researched quite a bit of that. We're also, okay, what we're gonna do if we got a military company, how much would we need to make? Yeah, we need to make a lot. Okay, so maybe another company isn't what we need. No, we'll do that, then we'll go to military statistics. Then we need to start getting some labor saving. Yeah, and then we'll go from there. Or they're just more risk averse about recent event portrayal. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, a mistake many people do is assuming people are rational beings. And while that can be true, just as often we ultra petty angry crocodiles get angry at baby at anything not worth fighting for. Yeah, this is true. Oh yeah, Stellaris, the genocide game, more optimistic. This is true. I kind of forget about that in Stellaris. You got a lot of genocide. Maybe, yeah, maybe not Stellaris. I guess I'm thinking of the very beginning when they're like, humanity came together and created this peaceful world government, and that's why we created faster than light travel. I'm like, yeah, sure. In our dreams. Members of the Agrarian Party have expressed their concerns about technology replacing the independence and dignity of manual labor. Yeah, we don't have enough people for manual labor. All right, yeah, we need to lower their momentum. On behalf of the Agrarian Party, Bulan Winfuk has embarked on a tour of various rural and remote regions in Dai Nam, seeking to enroll voters and ensure ballots are collected in difficult-to-reach communities. take that one. I don't know a lot about that war. It's a little too early and insignificant to learn in general schooling. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Plus, rich people are some of the most petty, yeah, and their revenge schemes can be regional or national in scale, i.e., yeah, the United States right now, huh? Who are they fighting here? The Vietnamese uprising! What is this? What is this? Oh, the Vietnamese uprising doesn't want us? Oh man, I hope somebody joins in that because they don't want us to join in. The Japanese Communist Revolt. A lot of wars happening here, huh? Bali. A lot of socialist and communist revolts now. We're at that part of the game. Honestly, we don't get taught a lot about the HRE. Oh, interesting. Okay. I mean, we don't get taught a lot about it here in the United States either. So, I'm in the same boat as you. You can, with high effort, make the entire galaxy a utopia, with every need fulfilled and every sentient being protected, represented, and respected. But most players only know the memes. I can't blame them. I only know the memes. I gotta do a Stellaris run on the channel at some point. I always want to. Never find time for it. Oh, okay, we can pass a law. We're supposed to do regulatory bodies. Why don't we do that? Because we can't. Let's see, who's winning the election? So we might get the Radical Party in there. Can we just throw them in government right now? No, can't. Alright, so we'll wait till after the election. It makes some sense. It was more about the country of Holland, not the nation of the Netherlands, and how it gained its independence. The Hook and Cod War, yeah. You know, it's funny, like, when I was growing up, people just kind of used the names Holland and Netherlands interchangeably, and it wasn't until, like, I became an adult and finally looked into it that I was like, oh, wait. Those are not interchangeable names. Kai Wen-Fook has made overtures to the rural folk for electoral support in the Conservative Party. Lee Win has at least acknowledged the talks. It was like one of those things you're like, ah, oh, have I been saying this wrong my whole life? And the answer is yes, yes you have. Ooh, okay, I don't want to give political strength to aristocrats for 5 years with this. Can we give them 20 momentum? Yeah, pretty much we can. Can you back the Vietnamese rebellion? It doesn't look like it. They wouldn't let us. I mean, we could give our support, but they didn't want us in the war. I wonder, I mean, yeah, why don't we give them military assistance? Maybe we can sell them some guns or something. They could use ammunition. Support the claim back to land. Yeah, that's awkward. They're like, what? You guys don't want us? Oh, look, the Vietnamese don't like baguettes. That's right. That is right. Yeah, can we sell you ammunition? How much? What's your guy's shortage? What do they need? 31. I think we can sell you that. I mean, you guys are going to disappear very soon anyway, so like... What do they want to sell us? Oh yeah, we'll take some of that. Yeah, there we go. All right. So we're doing what we can here. I want to see what happens when we get the month tick here. Yeah. There's some stuff that's a little bit better. Nobody gets taught about the HRE. That's why I learned about it. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I just don't know much about it until I started playing Paradox games. I mean, I knew of it. I knew it existed, but I didn't, like, know anything about it. Yeah, you hear it a lot. To be fair, the most interesting parts are in the Holland part. Oh, really? That's okay. That's interesting. I have to look that up before the new run. Supporters of the Radical Party have gone beyond simply campaigning for their own party, harassing and sometimes physically attacking opposing partisans. Take that. Daily reminder: the time frame this game takes place overlaps with both the Wild West, the Ottoman reforms, and Japan modernization. You could literally drop a cowboy in Constantinople and it won't be bad. Like many people do. To how mystified the era is, tend to see the Wild West in a vacuum, like a magical land separate from others, but it overlaps with wildly different places of the period. That's such a good point. That is such an amazing point. Yeah. You think of the Wild West as just like a completely separate entity in the world. That's such a good context. Like, yeah, while the Ottoman reforms are happening, even just the fact that there's an Ottoman Empire. Whenever you see those old Westerns, there's an Ottoman Empire somewhere in the world. All right, what do we want here? Ooh, yeah, we'll take this meticulous guy. Oh, hell yeah, Vietnamese uprising. Wouldn't that be something right there? And what do you think about the new Discord access TOS, Terms of Service, coming next month? I'm going to use that as my excuse for Max next time he asks. Oh, wait, I don't know about this. What is the new Discord access Terms of Service? What is this? In Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a scene where you read a bit of the Ottoman Empire in the game. Oh, the streamer I was watching got into shock realizing both places are on the same timeline. It's really not something people think is even possible. Yeah. Oh, that's so crazy. Oh, Red Dead Redemption. I did love that game so much. I still do love that game so much. I wish I was into online gaming, because I would have liked to continue playing Red Dead Redemption online, but it's not my thing. The Agrarian Party won. Alright, the armed forces suggest a more hardline foreign policy towards the French Republic due to our poor relations. Yeah, sure. Let's take a hardline stance. Okay. So we can do this. We'll do this for now. Oh, you know, we gotta get off of monarchy. Alright, we do, though, need to pass regulatory bodies, and then maybe it's time we got off monarchy. Alright, so we're moving along here, actually. First, though, we need to get off this, too. We do, but we need to get to no migration controls. Interestingly, we need the industrialists for this, huh? The Petite Bourgeoisie, prominent supporters of the Conservative Party, have proposed support for the anti-French society to be a component of the official party platform. Yeah, sure. How is the anti-French society not totally appeased? Let's expel their diplomats. Like, we can't be at lower relations. You must identify yourself as an adult or be forced into only PG-13 discords. Oh, since they're data breaches, many people don't want to hand over their personal identity info. Oh, wait, so how do you, like, identify yourself as an adult? Do you have to, like upload a copy of an ID or something like that? Because I don't want to do that. That's very interesting. I'll tell you, I'm kind of excited about this war. I wonder if I can take on Siam. I can, I just can't take on France. Yeah, this age verification thing is still kind of messed up. Really? Man. There's no good way to do it that keeps people private, but it does need to be done. AI facial recognition or a pic of your government ID. Yeah, see, that's the problem, is that, like, you constantly get these notices from companies like, oh, sorry, we had a data breach. Your information's compromised. Whoops. And it's like, yeah, I feel the same way. I'm not sending a picture of my ID to any company. Like, because it doesn't seem like they care for that information at all. And, you know, all of this stuff, the companies saying we need to send our ID for age verification, there needs to be a law that it is illegal for them to sell that information. Because that's the other thing. We all have to do age verification, and then they're just going to sell this information off to people. Industrialists have agreed to state-mediated negotiations with the trade unions over the implementation of regulatory bodies. Oh, you can get more... 10% more loyalists. Who can we negotiate with? The intelligentsia. Let's take the loyalists. We'll lose 5%. And then we'll negotiate with the intelligentsia. Trade unions have held secret discussions with the intelligentsia, seeking a certain arrangement concerning regulatory bodies. Sure, we'll get that. Yeah, exactly. They will 1,000% sell that information. Oh, do you still have a truce with France? That's a good question. Also could have just looked at myself. Nope, we do not. We do not. Uh-oh. See, that's what happened when we tried to fight here. Oh, so wait, sorry. Just said Harris, I missed your comment there. From my understanding, Discord is not going to require it to use the platform. It is only if you want to access adult content on the platform or participate in communities not safe for teens. Oh, you'll default to a safe account without age Okay, so does that mean like the Discord channel needs to keep it PG or identify themselves as PG? Let's see. Oh my god, I am the worst. Just 24. I missed your take a drink 12 hours ago. And Jack, you did one 2 hours ago. Okay, we gotta take a quick break, but just 24. Here you go, my friend. Apologies. We'll take our break, and then I'll come back and do Jack's. Man, I wish Twitch would like alert me when people do this stuff. I think it's cool. That's why I have it on there. But it's like silent. All right. We are at the 2-hour mark, though. We do have to take a quick 90-second break here, pay homage to our gods of ads. So 90 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. And we're back. Even if you make things illegal, reminder that they're all right. They just gonna get the so damaging fine that doesn't even hit their bottom line and go back into it. The prize of making business. Oh yeah. They're just gonna get the so damaging. Oh, the so damaging fine. Yeah, that doesn't even been. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm Marisa. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They're just gonna like, they'll get like a fine. I know that these companies fear oh so much. It's so true. Oh no, we're gonna get a fine. Oh no, whatever are we gonna do? It's so ridiculous. Okay, so we do need to be mindful here, because it's mainly because we have expensive construction goods here. Everything's expensive. Well, except the explosives, actually. The tools, though, could use more steel. Our steel company kind of sucks right now. Like, what are you guys doing here? Tools, coal, and iron. What's coal in our market? So we have coal. Tools are very expensive, though. Oh, iron is fine. Yeah, we really just need a lot more tools. We really need to build these up. Frustrated with the lengthy legal process surrounding regulatory bodies, Go Din Nguyen Cao of the trade unions has approached us with an offer to expedite the process, utilizing his personal connections within the state apparatus. Yeah, I would also really like to get off of tax avoidance here. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh. Get rid of road maintenance here now. Oh, why aren't you guys hiring up? And then we can add in a tax. Yeah, let's do some luxury clothes. Tax the rich. Oh, and then also, you know, what we haven't done, we need to add our conscripts in. Do we have no more artillery? Oh my god. Where do we have... Yeah, just just in Eastern New Guinea. Oh my lordses. Alright, we'll have to fix it. So we'll do that, and then we'll add like 10. Alright, the Cavalry Corps. Yeah, the National Guard. We really need to add everybody in there. Yeah, I'd really like to just get rid of this army. Add these 5 guys somewhere else. A woodland combat expert. Let's just put you in there. An offensive planner and a defensive strategist. Oh. Darn, what do we like? What do we want? Extra supply consumption. You know, we'll add you to the cavalry. Because when the cavalry has to go on defense, hopefully you'll be the guy. And then we'll transfer your 5 to the National Guard here. There we go. Alright. Oh yeah, and so how's this going? Socialism. Excellent. Oh wait, actually, what was that? Oh yeah, workplace safety. As our industries have grown more and more crucial to the future of the Vietnamese nation, so too has the working class. Desperate workers' movements have begun to unite under the cause of socialism. Yeah, let's take less radicals. We really do need to fix this. Workers organized by the trade unions are staging short strikes and work to rule periods in an effort to pressure the government to pass the regulatory body's law. Though their methods seem effective, they're causing major damage to our industrial economy. Sure, let's take that. Oh, and Jack, I gotta do your drink. Cheers, my friend. Someday I'll be better at being on top of that stuff. But better late than never. Right, right, right. Alright, shift work. Awesome. So how are we doing here? So steel mill in Nam-ite. Why would this not be hiring up? We have a lot of unemployed. Why don't we... Let's build 2 motor industries there. What's the vintage tonight, Ham? Let me tell you. It is not sponsored, but Boda Box. A boxed wine, but a fancy boxed wine. And the best. I'm kind of obsessed with this thing, Boda Box, and this is mainly because I'm the one who mainly drinks in the house. My wife doesn't drink. Well, mainly. There's 4 of us. 2 of them are children. I drink more than my wife does. So opening a bottle of wine is just always like, you know, sometimes it's a waste. Sometimes I polish off the thing. Sometimes it's a waste. So having like a box where with a spigot, I could just, you know, I don't have to worry about closing it back up at the end of the night. I came to love Bodabox because of that. Oh, but it is a Cabernet. It is a Cabernet. Oh, we got oil. More pragmatically inclined members of the industrialists currently opposed to the passing of regulatory bodies have offered to change their stance were they to be offered certain political concessions. Such concessions would not be popular with the trade unions, however. Look at the specter hunting the world there. Okay. I would like to not have them lose 3 happiness. I might actually take this. I'd like to slowly make them happier. We also haven't looked at what agitators we have here. A reformer. Armed forces. That's not bad, actually. Labor movement. So the labor movement's not pressuring the armed forces, so we can't do that. Why don't you support your glassworks and get a nice cab franc or something? Surely, with all this YouTube money, you could do better. Yeah. All of my millions of YouTube money. I know, right? Surely. And don't call me Surely. Don't. Oh, I messed it up. I totally messed that up. Ugh. I'm actually very disappointed in myself in that one. Wait. How are we non-fulfilled on the military assistance? I don't understand. Oh, our power projection isn't high enough. Oh, interesting. Okay. Damn. These will build up quickly. This might help us with our power projection. We want to keep assisting these guys. Their war score's at 0. Oh yeah, I always forget. So what do we got to do with this? So, the Spectre hunting the world progress bar has reached 100. A world to win. Communist, anarchists, and vanguardists. The characters will appear, and we are going plus 2.2 per month. If we go 2.2 per month, oh yeah, we can do that. How long is it going to take us to fill this up? I'm going to pull out the handy dandy calculator here. So what do we need? We're at, we need 85.7. We would need about 39 months. So we won't complete it in time. If we wanted to go for this. Yeah, our Policing and Home Affairs institution is bringing it down, but the support and activism, yeah. I mean, we need to get more authority, and I can't really spare it to support, like the socialist movement, the communist movement. Sorry, I do like a good left bank Bordeaux, but I sympathize. Yeah. See, one of these streams I gotta do like a good one, like a, I don't want to say good. I like my Boda box. A more quality one. One of these streams, yeah, I do have to do that. The industrialists are paying a group of armed thugs calling themselves a private investigation agency to break up trade unions' agitation for regulatory bodies. If we take this, we'll get to industrial organizers, get more manufacturing industries throughput. See, the thing about this one is we'll get +2 happiness to the industrialists. These guys are so far down. I'm not going to chase that. I think we'll take this one. In a future long-term rework going anti-capitalist should be very hard in the game unless you're well defended great power and near self-defeating if you're a small one, because everybody would target you. Yeah, that used to happen. I feel like especially right after Charters of Commerce came out, the game was super capitalist. And if you went communist, the whole world came after you. And then they kind of like balanced it out a little bit. Like the Soviets only got to exist because everybody, other power, was tired of war one or in debt, economic problems, and even then, they still sent some extraordinary expeditionary forces. No wars, and I doubt it. Yeah. No, I know what you mean, and I feel like there used to be something like that in the game. It is still kind of there. If you go communist or socialist, a lot of countries will not do business with you in the game. But before, yeah, you would just have people declaring war on you left and right if you did that. Oh, I've been cellaring a 2015 Bordeaux since, well, 2015. It should be very tasty in about 3 to 4 years. Can't wait. Oh, man. That is so cool. I wish I could do stuff like that. I wish I had a cellar that I could do something like that. That is cool. Oh, man. I can't wait to find out how that is. Very cool. Now, if you're holding on to a wine for that long, does it need to be in a cellar? Like, you couldn't just, like, keep it on your wine rack, right? All right. Oh, Canada's improving relations. Oh. We lose the lobby opportunity in 2 years. Let's see if we've made any progress on that. Slightly. Ever so slightly. How have our relations been going? Amicable. This afternoon, Go Din Nguyen Cao, leader of the trade unions, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of regulatory bodies. God, we're still in the referral phase. What would these guys want? Do we even need to do it? No, let's not do it. Alright. I would really love to see what would happen if these guys won. Alright, so now we're building the arms industries. You know, these guys own so much. I need to give these guys investment rights so they can get some regional HQs going. These guys too. Okay, seller. Space under my stairs, same difference. As long as it's cool and out of direct sunlight. Also, you need to rotate it. Oh, to break up the solids at the bottom. Oh, cool. Wait, so what's like the interval you need to rotate it on? Like, how often do you need to do that? I want to do this. I don't know about keeping it cool, though. How I would do that in a New York City apartment. You King doing some heavy plausible deniability right here. Yes, they Vietnamese that want to kick the French, and we totally don't want the same too. There's no way we supporting no proof here. Yeah, exactly. We're just an innocent bystander in the region. We're not helping at all. We're just you know, I'm an American doing straight up real American diplomacy here. I'm just selling them ammunition. I'm just selling them weapons. I'm not doing anything else. You know, I forgot we're buying iron off of them. Man, we are importing a lot of glass though. You guys created a regional HQ there. Created in Japan. Like, what are you guys doing? You built a million things in Japan. See, what's interesting here is France can't bring their war support below 0, but they can bring theirs below 0. So our military support of them might be paying off. Congrats, Sam, you created the first weaves of this timeline. They happen to be Vietnamese investors, yeah. So true, so true. Once a month, maybe. Cool equals 50 to 55 degrees. Okay. Plus or minus, so not too bad. Oh, man. Okay. Let me try to do that. You look at that. We never got any of our companies building trade centers. I mean, probably because none of them have trade rights. You know, and despite having that company, yeah, look at this. Maybe we can pay a subvention to get more exported. East India. Oh. I don't think I've ever seen this. It's just called East India? And they're independent. That's interesting. Oh, now it's Hindustan. Look at that. Enlistment offices, yes. All right, let's get through this regulatory bodies. I would love to start improving relations with these guys. Erg. Well, we can finally build an iron mine, but would like our company to do it. I wish you would stop building in damn Japan. I mean, I'm sorry, Japan, but I really need our company to build in our country. Yeah, also look at this. Like, there's tons of iron in Japan. Like, I need you to build here. Despite our pessimistic expectations, our natural kindred won their own struggle for independence without our help. Dai Nam will annex Dai Nam. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back, Chunky. Oh. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh man, look at all this industry we just got back. Growing and always progressing in this game is fun, but all the gameplays of Paradox games I've seen most of the time miss on the fun that is just struggling like here and doing your best. Glad Ham got this. Thank you, my friend, thank you, I appreciate that. I know. That's why I didn't want to save scum it. I was like, we can come back from this. We can come back from this. Yuri, thank you, thank you. Congratulations. Such a turn of events. I know, we did it. And by we, I mean somebody else did it. And then we annexed them. Look at that. That looks much better. Your colonists and Papa be like, huh? I heard our country got split in two by some French things. What? Don't be ridiculous. What is even a French? What is even a French? Look at that. Okay. Which means we are not messing around this time around. We are building up a much, much stronger military. All right. So we're going to build up this stuff, but we are going to build up, like, much more here. Look at how many peasants. Oh my god, get ready. Wait, how many did we have there? So this puts us at 26. We'll build about 14 more. Well done. Baguette found out. Yes, thank you, thank you. Oh, now you need to retake Cambodia. Oh, that's true. All right, yeah. Let's build up this military, and then we're doing that. We're doing that. Just build this all up. We can't really afford it yet. I mean, I'm kind of going crazy right here. Maybe I need to slow my roll here. Yeah, maybe this is a bit much. We got to progress this up like 10 by 10. So let's do that. We'll bring this. So this is going to put them to 25. There we go. And look at us. We're back up to 10th. Oh, and this also means, I wonder do we still have the lobby opportunity? We do. What do you think of us now, Great Britain? It actually is a lot better than it was before. I'm glad the game got this separatism comeback mechanic. Yeah, the game really needs more mechanics like this so players are less encouraged to just reload saves. Yeah, right? Like, we encouraged separatism, we supported the revolt, and it worked out for us. Bada bing, bada boom. So, that's not going to work there. Can I buy something from you guys? What do you want to sell us? Oh, you want to sell us glass? I will gladly take glass. And then we'll sell you something. Yeah, we'll sell you like 1,000,000 coal. It's not gonna... They really don't want this. Yeah, that's the other problem. Minus 262 from the renegotiated treaty. So what if we just do... So we start with this, and then we do this. And let's get, this will force our company to build a whole bunch of clothing stuff. Oh my god, I wonder if we do this, if we're actually going to get to a point where we're going to be able to get this. I mean, we're also going to be... This is gonna give us a lot of money if we get this deal through. Oh yeah, okay, we need to start buying something from them to fix this treaty. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Let's buy furniture. Sell you opium. Yes, let's take some glass. Oh, we're not. Oh. Minus 33 from exceeding the plus 25 maximum acceptance for goods transfer articles. They learned. The devs learned about our cheats. I'm still gonna sell stuff to them though. Steamers? Hell yeah, I will sell steamers. Kidding me? It might not improve the acceptance of this treaty, but if we get it accepted, it'll improve the money I get. We're not going to sell our steel. Alright, so what can we do now to improve this treaty? Good, we're not going to be able to get it. A non-colonization in Indonesia. I want to colonize it. We're not doing that. What about no tariffs? No subventions. Nothing. Ugh. Treaty ports. Oh yes, the classical. I see you a little bit of this thing I not need in minimal amount to count as a positive to the acceptance chancing trick. Yeah, it's the same with total war diplomacy. I remember. Oh really? We were just talking about total war in another stream. I think it was last week, and how I need to play it. I don't think there's any law commitment they really care about for us. Yeah, they don't care about that. Company monopolies. You know what? What if we gave the East India Company a monopoly on our tea plantations? Or our fishing wharfs? How How did that lower the acceptance score? Wait, what? The treaty is better without that? Ah, we're so close. We're so close. Like, you imagine a real-world diplomatic meeting doing that? Yes, sir, I give you this thing nobody wants, but since I offered it at all, it makes you like the deal, yeah. Well, I do think, though, there is actually some real-world, like equivalent of that. Like, let's take, like... What would it be? Like tea. We don't need the tea, but they need to sell some of that tea. So yeah, sure, we'll take your tea. And Great Britain will be happy because they can sell it. But we're just taking it to appease them for the deal. So I guess there's some, you know, historical stuff to that. I really don't want to give up on this deal, but I don't know if we're going to get this. Like... Yeah, like I'm giving away I'm giving away a lot to get this. I mean, I don't know if I'm actually going to do this, but 50% chance. So they're going to have a company monopoly on tea, logging, and fishing. I don't know if I want to give away the logging, to be honest with you. No, not textile mills. Ports? Yeah, take the ports. Yeah, this is the moment where an obligation would have been useful. Yeah, instead of owing one, asking or using one. Oh, for some reason my message didn't get through. You know, on YouTube that happens quite often. I don't know what the deal is with YouTube. Get a colony in Africa nearby, target UK, and agree not to colonize there. Oh, it's 100k pounds. I can help with plus 30. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I think I'm going to try this treaty. If they don't take this, there's nothing else I can give them. I'm giving the East India Company a monopoly on tea. The Hudson's Bay Company a monopoly on fish. And the Suez Canal Company a monopoly on ports. If they don't take this, then I think I'll do the other thing there. And I would want this for 25 years, because I want that alliance. Although, hold on. I don't need to attack France anymore. I just really need a defensive pact. Now that I think about it. Alright, so I give East India the tea. Wait, do they want me to prohibit trade? No, okay. And the Suez Canal on ports. That's a 50-50 chance. Oh, yeah, that's right. I do need to attack France to get Cambodia. And eventually, actually, I would like to get Siam. You're right, you're right. Good call, good call. Yeah, you make up an excellent point. I had 3 defensive packs that equaled a whole bunch of nothing. Yeah. What am I talking about? Defensive packs. Poop on defensive packs. Alright, we have a 50-50 chance at this. I mean, the other thing about this deal, this is going to be very financially lucrative to us. What if you want Cambodia? Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we're going to go with the alliance. Because we also have the lobby opportunity that's helping us here as well. Might as well take advantage of it. All right, let's see. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, we can declare tons of interest now. Okay. We could colonize here. Where else? Where else? Yeah. On the upside, at least, you didn't have to sell your country. Yeah. Although a lot of those goods transfers treaties would have been nice. But yeah, those company monopolies, I think I would have grown to regret that. All right, well, let's do North China. And let's do Bengal. I want to start improving relations there. Well, looks like you're back on the NVA model. Wait, what's the NVA model? Ooh, our budget is not looking good. By the way, you can also try to send the same deal. If the game says -99, then the UK may still accept with the same 50% chance. Let's take a look. Yeah, wait, what do you mean? If the game says -990, then the UK may still accept with the same 50%. Oh, you're saying we can send this proposal and it's still the 50-50 chance? That's interesting. Okay, yeah, let's try it. What? I did not know that. I did not know that was a thing. I've never resent it if it was in the red. Oh my god. Thank you, Yuri. I did not know that. That it would still have the same 50-50 chance. Whoa. That's a bit of a game changer. I mean, we gave away all these company monopolies again, but... Huh. Okay, well, we got an alliance with Great Britain. Welcome to the Thunderdome, France. Yeah, you did tell me. Thank you for telling me. North Vietnamese Army. Oh, see, 1954. Oh. Oh, boy. Hell yeah. There we go. Oh, wait. Before we continue, our budget really sucks right now. Moral lesson, just keep being a stubborn salesman that can't take no for an answer. Yeah, I'm the telemarketer. That's right. That's right. I'm calling about your loan offer. We can offer you a great rate on your business loan. I don't have a business. Still, I'm offering you a great rate on a business loan. All right. Okay, yeah, you know what we gotta do? We gotta look at production methods here. Why is steel so bad in our country? Like, why? Yeah, for some reason, this isn't hired up. We got tons of peasants. Hey, look at us. We got the number 3 standard of living in the world. Our GDP could be better, although we are the number 10 GDP. Surprised the game doesn't have a you can make the same deal again for X amount of years mechanic. Yeah. Yeah, right? That is kind of true. Now, we only have an 8% interest rate. So, it's not the worst thing in the world that we're in the negative here. So, paper could be a little more affordable. Oh, we're gaining money on treaties. Oh, losses from nationally owned trade centers. Oh, we're paying a lot in subsidies. God, they were subsidizing the... Okay, the munitions plants, the whaling stations, like, why? So, yeah, the munitions plants, no. We don't need to subsidize whaling stations. What else are we subsidizing? Railway, sulfur, still munition. Oh, we have this gold too. Okay, sulfur. Where? Railway. What is this munitions plant? I wonder if we need a week update on that. Yeah, lobby opportunity completed. Oh, yeah, okay, it went away. All right, the subventions. Paperwood clothes. I think we'll be okay on that. Wood? What's the subvention on wood? Let's, like, tariff the import. Alright. The French seeing this turn of events being like, it's fine, they maybe got their rebels to kick us out. But the British just rejected their deal. What do you mean they just asked again and got a deal? What? You can do that? Exactly. They were like, wait a second. All right. So I think I need to just accept the fact that we're going to have a bit of a deficit here. Because we're now the number 10 ranked country. We have a much better interest rate. I think we can continue from here. Military goods are a little expensive. Chunky. What did we inherit here? We have 2 ironclads. Okay. So how many military shipyards do we have? What did I hit? Oh God, what am I doing? Wait, where is this? Oh my God, I forgot we have this up here. Oh my God. Oh my god, this whole time, I forgot. When we made a deal with, we did something with Japan, we got this island up here. We had 38,000 peasants sitting on 45 iron mines. Oh my god. I forgot. Forgot we had this island up here. Well, that was something I wish I had known at the beginning of the stream. This is the problem when you go a week between streams. Oh my god. I really could have used this iron earlier. That is it. Damn it. Oh man. The Vietnamese freezing in the middle of the Sakhalin being like, did they forget about us? Yeah. Oops. What a big oops that was. Oh my god. Oh, that kind of pisses me off, actually. Alright. Let's switch these guys to the... Wait, did it switch? Oh no, that's gonna be Manor's. Oh! We haven't invented Ironclad yet. Alright, here's... Yeah, we gotta just delete those units. Let's just delete them. So we have 10 light ships. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. That whole time. That whole time. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's continue. Wow. Oh, yeah, we haven't taken a save this entire night. That's kind of worrisome. I can't believe that. Sometimes I'm too dumb for my own good. And why are these now? You know, okay, hold on. The other thing too is now we're a major power. We could legit enter the British Empire. And we could get this stuff. Well, everybody, it's time for tonight. And forget this ever happened. That's time for tonight. And forget this ever happened. Yeah, exactly. Whoops. Oh, God. You know, income transfer from subjects. Ooh, wait, what just happened? What just happened to our budget? What did we spend in here? Construction goods just went through the roof. Oh, they are not ready yet. Okay. Oh, okay. Actually, no, we do want to go to that. Oh, boy. Don't forget the British are an empire-type faction. They can subjugate you at their whim on top of their income transfer. No, that's why I was just looking at it. Hold on, let me Let me read through this, and then we'll talk about that, because now it's a different situation. The meticulous Admiral Chong Min Chong has begun to make threatening moves towards seizing power over Dai Nam. He's backed by a faction of the industrialists. So this guy is a Republican. He would cancel regulatory bodies and enable poor laws. Get out of here. So the reason why now it's more of a viable option, yeah, not if you're a major power. So we're a major power, so they can't subjugate us. Which means we can enter their power block, get these benefits, and not have that income transfer. The problem is, if we ever have a situation where we drop to a minor power, so we're at 240 prestige, if we drop to 189, we become a minor power and they do subjugate us. But we do get militarized industry 3 if we join the power block. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't know what to do there. I mean, we can't join the power block yet. We do need to do some stuff first. Tools are still very expensive. Yeah, okay. Are we utilizing the PM on all of them? We are. So what we really need to do is just build more tools. And we built them here. We build the tools first. A prominent functionary and supporter of the rural folk has been shot in broad daylight in the streets of Saigon. The local police seem uninterested in investigating any further. Oh, yeah, so we have this coup going on right now. The conspiracy to overthrow the sitting Vietnamese government has lost all momentum amongst the industrialists. Admiral Chong Min Chong's plot has been abandoned. Goodbye. Yeah, so we're at negative 100k, but once we fix some of the stuff up, we'll be okay. Now, what's going on with private construction here? Yeah, we don't have a lot in our investment pool. You might want to spread out your industries a little for, you know, reasons. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a very good point. Problem is, all of our pops... Look at all these peasants we have here. Now, I suppose we are siphoning some of them here. And, you know, I don't think I've ever built anything here. I guess our private sector has. I think it's time we got off of monarchy. Oh, actually, this plus 20% colonial growth speed's not bad. And the prestige. Actually, this guy's actually not bad for us right now. I think we'll keep him. So then what we really need to do next, I think, we need to get off of migration controls. And then we need to do child labor and rights of women. All right, law advancement. Look at this GDP graph. Talk about a tumultuous country. All right. Oh man, well, what a night, what a night. We had an interesting night, right? I think this might be a good stopping point for us here. We got our country back, look at that. And we're actually on a better standing now than we were before, because we now have that alliance with Great Britain. We might be able to move forward and take a lot of this stuff. So we're in a pretty good spot. Now our private sector is a little rough, but the investment pool is building up now. The investment pool is building up, so that's good. But we're now ranked 10th, which isn't bad. We're back up. But yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight. Unfortunately, that's going to be the last stream for the week. I'm out of town the rest of the week. So I will be back. The next time I'm streaming is actually a week from tonight on Tuesday. I'll be doing more Victoria 3. Next week, I'll be back with a full schedule. So we'll have Victoria 3 on Tuesday, EU5 on Thursday. And we're actually going to be starting a new series on Friday next week, doing Crusader Kings 3. Yeah, that'll be it for tonight. So we'll be back next week. Yeah, employ some of the frozen guys in Sakhalin. Yeah, right? Like, we've got people here. I can't believe this whole time I forgot about this state. I was so surprised when Japan gave it to us, but... oh, man. Okay. But at least we got our country back here. It was a roller coaster of emotions stream. Thanks, Ham. Here for more. Yeah, definitely. So, actually, if you're on Twitch, stick around. We're going to be doing a raid. A friend of mine, a good streamer, Pacifist Fox, is doing some EU5. So we're going to raid into him. So, if you're on YouTube, that'll be a good night. If you're on Twitch, stick around for the raid. Yeah, thanks, Sam. What a turnaround of a night. I know, right? This actually makes me very happy. I was kind of bummed when the morning session ended. So I'm glad we're back on track here. And this is interesting. Hindustan, this might be what our next Victoria 3 stream is. Who knows? That's kind of the plan, but we'll see. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Have a good rest of your week, everybody. And I will be back next week. But as always, well, before the as always, remember, if you're on YouTube, good night. If you're on Twitch, stick around for the raid. And as always, be awesome, my friends. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.